Are we ready? While there have been no cases of Ebola reported on the Sun Coast or in Florida, some say eventually it could happen. And if it does, are our first responders prepared? SNN's John Woodruff joining us now. He's been looking into that today, and tonight he tells us how ready our EMTs, paramedics, and airports actually are.
Yeah, Mike, while there haven't been any confirmed cases in the U.S. outside of Texas, the entire country is ramping up their precautions, and especially around airports. But our first responders say the state of Florida is one of the most well prepared. Well, Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport doesn't see nearly the same kind of traffic as a large hub like Chicago or Atlanta. Vice President of Special Projects Mark Stuckey says Ebola is still a concern.
We do have passengers that connect through large hub airports into our airport, so you can connect into our airport fairly easy from anywhere in the world.
In the event of a potential case of the infectious disease, a plan is already in place.
They would treat any flu-like symptoms as if it were Ebola and go through the process of questioning the passengers to determine where they came from.
If a patient shows Ebola-like symptoms, the Sarasota Fire Department's EMTs are called. An assistant chief in charge of EMS operations, Rob Van Orsdel, says they're well prepared.
We deal with infectious diseases all the time. Every time the flu season comes up and stuff like that, our crews are exposed to patients that are sick with the flu.
While Van Orsdel says Ebola is more deadly than the flu, the protocols and equipment for dealing with it are standard procedure.
If you got on one of our rescues 2 months ago, before Ebola was ever a worry here, you would have found all of these on there.
A potentially deadly disease does bring about extra precautions, like double gloving. EMTs also outfit themselves with N95 masks, typically used for treating hepatitis and tuberculosis patients, and eye shields.
It's scary for us as medical providers to have to go into that great unknown of being exposed to that. But the point being is that we're prepared.
And Mike, those EMT procedures for infectious diseases are so involved, they even have a specific order on which they take off their gloves and put them back on, and those suits that they wear, they're all very specific in the order they go on.
All right, so after all the investigation you did today, John, what's your analysis tonight? Are we ready?
I'd say so. I mean, these guys are training for this kind of thing since the time they're in medical school, and as he said, it's the same procedure when they're dealing with the flu. They pretty much do this every time they go out there and deal with patients, so I'd say they're ready.
Let's hope we don't have to find out firsthand.
I hope so.
All right.